श्री गुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लांघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरम्। सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेरारंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरन। छलयसी विक्रमणे बलिमद्भुत वामन पदनख नीरजनित जन पावन। केशवधृता वामन रूपा जय जगदीश हरे। दशावतार स्तोत्र में जय in the prayers, Dashavatara prayers written by Jayadev Goswami, the fifth incarnation is not a right word. Guru Maharaj has never preferred the word incarnation because it can be used even for an ordinary soul. Incarnation and avatar are not the same. Avatara means to descend from the transcendental plane directly along with the associates. But incarnation can be used even for ordinary persons. So Vamanadev appeared in this material world. So the fifth of the Dashavataras, the 10 avatars mentioned by Jayadev Goswami is Vamanadev. छलयसि विक्रमणे बलिमद्भुत वामन पदनख नीरजनित जन पावन. Vamanadev's glories are mentioned by Jayadev Goswami that he has taken the land from Bali Maharaj by deceit. By cheating. Even the Lord is also cheating. We have got this property from the Lord only. In this material in this material world, we have got this stealing property, cheating property, all this from Supreme Lord only. So if anyone is to be blamed, it is Supreme Lord. But the thing is, whatever he does is for the welfare. To speak the lie, to deceive, and to steal, all these things, if they are utilized for the right purpose, they are right. If it is done for a wrong purpose, it is wrong. Man nimittam kritam papamapi dharmaya kalpati. Not only did Lord do this, but he told to his devotees also that if anyone does this for my service, that is dharma. That's not adharma. If anyone does any of these things, we have classic example, Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami was imprisoned. When he was put in the prison, then he told to the prison keeper, the jail keeper, leave me. I will go to Makkah and I will become a Pegambar, Darvesh. I will become a Darvesh. Darvesh means I will become a Muslim. I will go to Makkah. Please leave me. It's a very, very big lie, isn't it? Actually, he wanted to go and join Mahaprabhu. But he is telling that I will go to Makkah and I will become a Muslim, Darvesh. Big lie. But he did not hear. Then he told, I gave you the job and you are not doing help to me. Means asking for help in return for whatever one has done. A Vaishnava never asks, I have given this to you, you have to give this in return to me. That's not a Vaishnava. Vaishnava, whatever he does, he forgets also that he has done something good to anyone. He only remembers if he has done harm to anyone. Vaishnava is such. If Vaishnava does good to anyone, he does always, of course. But whatever good he does to others, he never remembers. But if he does anything bad to anyone by mistake, or if someone gets hurt by mistake by any of his activities, then he is hurt. This is the quality of a Vaishnava. Oh, Hare Krishna, welcome. Welcome on a very nice day, auspicious day. Where is your better half?
He has my daughter.
Okay. So, Sanatana Goswami asked for a return favor. He asked for a return favor, which a Vaishnava never does. And then he tried to bribe, I will give you money, please leave me. But then also he did not allow. Finally, he brought the money in front of him, he saw the money and he told that I took him to Ganga, he jumped into Ganga and he had finished his life. Just tell this to them. He asked him to speak lie. Not only he spoke lie, but he asked the jailkeeper to speak lie. What kind of a devotee is Sanatana Goswami? We are talking about him every day, Sanatana Shiksha. But what kind of devotee he is? Man nimittam kritam papamapi dharmaya kalpate. If any evil activity is done for my service, very, very important, for my service, then it is called as dharma. But of course, ordinary people like us should not imitate this. This is not for us, but this is for us to understand and comprehend the activities of the Vaishnavas. Not for us to follow. We are not in a position that I can steal in the service of Gurudev Vaishnavas and I can become a great devotee. No. One time, one devotee, he has this tendency to keep money. He's begging money and then he's storing some money by wrong means. It's not correct. He's keeping for his own purpose. Another devotee saw, Whatever has been collected in the service of Guru and Vaishnavas, this person is collecting and keeping. So he is actually stealing Guru's property. So what he did is that without his knowledge, without that person's knowledge, this devotee has stolen that money that he has, kept, and then he brought the money to Gurudev. He gave the money to Gurudev. Guru Maharaj, this is the money. That person is stealing money and keeping for him. I have stolen it from him without his knowledge and gave to you. Then Guru Maharaj smiled. Guru Maharaj smiled and he told, by engaging his money, by stealing his money and engaging in Guru Vaishnava service, he will get welfare. But your habit will become very wrong. you will take shelter of wrong habits. And your devotion will be gone to ashes. His auspiciousness is sure, but your character will be lost. So don't do this. So the thing is that we are thinking that, we are stealing for Guru's service. Oh, very nice. But it will actually pollute our tendency. Once we get, used to doing this, first we will do it for Guru's service and then we will do it for our service. So this is not good. Anyway, so why I said this is, Chalayasi Vikramane Bali Madbhuta Vamana. Lord Vamana Dev has very beautifully, stunningly deceived Bali Maharaj. And he has taken the entire land. Very, very wonderful narration of these pastimes are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. The demigods and the Danavas, means the demons, they are always, in constant, tensions. Demons are attacking the demigods and the demigods are attacking the demons in this manner. One time, Devaraj Indra, he had declared war against the demons and he was so powerful that he killed so many demons. At that time, Bali Maharaj was leading all the demons. Bali Maharaj is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. So he was leading all of them. So he killed many, demons. Even Bali Maharaj was also finished in this war. Devaraj Indra became so, enraged that he wanted to finish the entire demon clan completely. Then Brahma intervened. Stop. This is not your activity. This is the activity of Supreme Lord. You are supposed to do what you are supposed to do. Isn't it? Everyone has some limited rights. The police can arrest, but they cannot kill. They can at some times, but killing cannot be their hobby. That okay, I have gun and I have pistol, I can do. No. So you are supposed to do something and you do only that much. You cannot eradicate the entire, demoniac dynasty. Just stop. So upon the request of Brahma, he stopped. Now Shukracharya, who is the guru of all these demons, he saw that all his disciples are dead. Then Shukracharya, he, through Mrita Sanjivani mantra, there is one, one kind of skill he had got. By chanting a particular mantras and by particular process, Mrita Sanjivani, those who are killed, they will be brought back to life. He has got this skill. So he brought back the life of all the, important, the commanders in chief among the demons, very important commanders, Bali Maharaj, they were all brought back to life. And now, when they all came back to life, Shukracharya told You see, now you are deprived of place to live also, because you have been thrown out, you have been killed. I shall make you perform a very, very nice yajna. That is Vishwajita yajna. That by doing this, you will become very powerful. And all the Brahmanas in the Bhriguvansha, they will participate in this. They are very, very dear to Supreme Lord. When they perform this, you will become very, very powerful. And Shukracharya invited all the Brahmanas of Bhriguvansha, of the dynasty of Bhrigu Muni, and a very big sacrifice was performed, fire sacrifice. And as a result, Bali became very, very powerful. In the yajna, he received many gifts, very powerful weapons. The gifts are powerful weapons, the arrows, so many things he received. And his bodily effulgence also has become very, very strong. And as soon as this yajna is finished, Bali Maharaj immediately declared war against the demigods. Now it is our turn. Please come if you can face. All the demons, they took side with Bali Maharaj and they attacked the demigods. And all the demigods, they could not face even Bali Maharaj. He became so powerful that nobody could face him. And they all fled in fear here and there. They came to Indra. Indra, please protect, please protect. And Indra thought, oh, Bali Maharaj, again he has come. I'll kill him one more time. He sat on Airavata and he came and he saw he could not even stand in front of Bali Maharaj. He was so radiating that he could not even stand in front of him. What to speak of, shooting arrow at him. Then he came back to Brihaspati, who is the guru of all the demigods. And then he told, my dear Gurudev, what is this? Bali Maharaj is, killing all the demigods. And, I went, but I could not face him. Yes, my dear son. Shukracharya has performed a yajna for the welfare of Bali Maharaj and all the demons. Now they are very powerful. This is not suitable time for you to fight with them. You should wait for the time. Because if time is not appropriate, even the best of the persons can lose the battle or anything. Sometimes we should always see the time, best place, best person. Just the best activity is not enough, or best instruction is not enough. You should see if the time is good or not, if the place is suitable or not, and if the person is ready to do it or not. Narada came to give Krishna Bhakti to King Chitraketu, but he was not in a position to hear that. Parvata Muni and Narada Muni, they came. He was not in a position. He wanted to give the highest instructions of Supreme. He was not in a position to hear because he was totally, enchanted by the death of his child. So then he had to ultimately bring the son back to the life and make him speak, and then it is only after that he could understand. So before that, Parvat Muni came to, for his welfare, but he begged for the child. So in this manner, if just the instruction is nice, not enough. The time, the person is also to be seen. So here, what's his name? Brihaspati instructed Devaraj Indra, just all of you go in hiding. Don't face them, let them take all the heavenly planets, let them rule, but now go in hiding if you want to save your life. Now you cannot face him. So Indra and all other demigods, they became deprived of kingdom and they're staying in seclusion and hiding. When the children are in such a state, mother gets a lot of pain. The mother of the demigods, that is Aditi, she was greatly pained by seeing this, and she stopped eating and drinking, and her body became very, lean and skinny. Her body, the effulgence on her face was finished because she was completely in lamentation of, by seeing the position of the children. In this manner, she spent the life for a few years before Kashyapa Rishi came back from his tapasya. Kashyapa Rishi was in his tapasya, in his penances, and he came back. When he came back, she submitted to him that you should do something for our children. Then Kashyapa Rishi explained the insignificance of these material relations, insignificance of material wealth, opulence, etc. That one should always worship Paramatma, one should serve the Supreme Lord, that is the objective of the human life. Everything he tried to explain. But a mother who is afflicted with the pain from the children's loss of wealth, etc., she cannot hear to any such instructions because she is completely lost in the thoughts about her children. Now one may say, oh, this is the position of Aditi. If this is the position of Aditi, how can Krishna come in her womb? It is impossible. Because if she has so much attachment for children, how can this happen? Actually, this is the time for the appearance of Supreme Lord. We should not think that this is Aditi is in attachment. She does not have any attachment. This is a time for the appearance of Supreme Lord. Therefore, she submitted to Kashyapa Rishi, and Kashyapa Rishi saw that even though I am repeatedly giving her instructions, she is not understanding. I think it must be the desire of Supreme Lord. He told her, okay, now from today onwards you have to perform penance, intense or severe penance for 12 days. You should perform penances in this manner. He explained the procedure. And these 12 days you should only sustain your life on milk. Payovrata. It is a vow of taking just milk and performing some other ritualistic activities. So she has done it with very, very firm faith and deep attachment towards the procedure. And then after that, Kashyapa Rishi, in the heart of Kashyapa Rishi, Supreme Lord appeared, and this jnana, this knowledge was given or installed in the heart of Aditi, and from her heart she begot this child. She had bore a child in the womb, and Lord had appeared from the womb of Aditi at proper time. Now, the person who appeared is none other than Supreme Lord only. Because here he appeared in order to, give back the kingdom that has been lost by the demigods. He came in the form of a dwarf, a small height, dwarf. But he was looking very, very beautiful. Whatever form the Lord appears in, even if he appears in the boar form or a fish form, we will get immediately attracted to him. Because he is all attractive. We may say, oh, no, I don't like. Boar? What is this? But when Krishna comes in the form of a boar, he is very, very attractive. A small dwarf, we call jokers, isn't it? But he was so attractive that everyone could not take away their eyes from seeing him. Now, at time appropriate, his father had performed him, Jatakriya means the birth ceremony or rituals of birth. And then later he also performed the Upanayana, the thread ceremony. And in the thread ceremony of Vamanadev, several demigods, they had come and offered various gifts to him. Like somebody gave him the stick, somebody gave him umbrella, somebody gave kamandalu, somebody gave the japa bead, somebody gave him asan. In this manner, everyone gave, something in gift to him. Somebody even gave him the begging bowl. Begging bowl is given by whom? Kubera. Kubera has given the begging bowl. So, after this Upavita or the thread ceremony is over, as per the customary rituals in the scriptures, the Brahmana should go on begging. So now Vamana is set to go for begging. It is at this time Bali Maharaj is also doing a very, very big fire sacrifice. Many rishis, munis, Brahmanas got assembled and he is doing a very big sacrificial activity. Bali Maharaj is known for charity. He is a very, very big donor and Udara Chitta, a very, very broad-minded person. Any person who comes to beg him, ask for anything, he would do it in a very, very liberal way. Liberally he would do it. So, when the Brahmanas heard that Bali Maharaj is doing a very big fire sacrifice, they thought, we should go and get some gifts for us. Because everyone has greed. Even Brahmanas also have greed. So they thought if we go, we will get big, big gifts, nice gifts. So they are all marching towards, Brigukacha Kshetra. On the banks of Narmada, Bali Maharaj was performing this Brigukacha. And everyone is heading towards that. Now Vamana, who got just initiated from with the Brahminical thread, he is also heading towards that Brigukacha Kshetra to beg from Bali Maharaj. As he is heading towards it, he is holding an umbrella, one hand kamandalu, and also a stick he is holding. And he is such a small boy, dwarf, and the umbrella is so big that it was covering Vamandev completely. Those who are onlookers from behind, they are thinking that why umbrella is walking. So they could not see that any person is there, only umbrella is seen. So all the Brahmanas who were heading towards Bali Maharaj's sacrificial arena, they are thinking that what is this umbrella, where is he going? And then they are overtaking him to see, the small boy, okay, if he goes, we shall reach Bali Maharaj before him. Because if any Brahmana asks for a big kingdom, greater kingdom, later Bali Maharaj has nothing to give, I will be deprived. So I shall go first in the queue and I will ask big things. So everyone is in competition running quickly to ask for donation. But Vamandev, he has only small steps. Vamandev, very small steps. Everyone have big steps. They are taking big strides to reach. But how it happened through the inconceivable potency of Vamandev, that all time these Brahmanas were always behind. Even though they are walking very quickly, they were always behind. And Vamandev is always in the front. In this manner, by leaving them behind by so many miles behind, Vamandev reached the arena of, Bali Maharaj. Srimad Bhagavatam mentions that Vamandev's effulgence was so strong, so highly effulgent and radiating, that the radiation that is coming from such a huge fire sacrifice has become pale in front of Vamandev's. Such, aura he was carrying along with him. By seeing this aura of Vamanadev, everyone stood up. Bali Maharaj, the Brahmanas, the Rishis, Munis who were performing the sacrifice, this, yajna, they all stood up in veneration to Brahmana. And Bali Maharaj welcomed him. Bali Maharaj is coming in the lineage of Prahlad Maharaj. Even though he was a demon, he belonged to a demoniac family, he was a very great devotee. So he welcomed Vaman Dev, he offered him seat, he washed his feet, and he took the water on his head and he told, "You seem to be very, very celestial, divine person. I offer my obeisances to you. You have come to the place of Bali Maharaj. Whoever comes to Bali Maharaj is always honored with gifts, with donations. My dear Brahmana, please ask whatever you want. Do you want heavenly planet? Do you want Jambudvipa, the entire earth planet? Or do you have a desire to marry? Whatever you want. If you have a desire to marry, I shall get the best of the girls in this world to get you married. Please tell me what you desire." So he is speaking such big, big words that I'll give you this, I'll give you this. Vaman Dev told, "I want 3 feet steps, that's all. The land that is contained by 3 steps of me." Then Bali Maharaj, what is this? "Bali Maharaj, I know your glories. You belong to the dynasty of Prahlad Maharaj. Your grandfather, Prahlad, very great devotee. Your father, Virochana, is a very, very noble person. He gave in charity to so many persons. And I also heard about you that you are not an ordinary person. You are carrying the heritage of your parents and grandfathers and everyone so nicely. You are also such a noble donor. But I only want 3 steps of land." Then Bali Maharaj says, "You have spoken so much about my dynasty, which I myself am not aware of. You talked about my grandfather, you talked about my father. I don't know several things that you spoke about them. I thought that you are such a big-sighted person. But now I understand that your mind is so narrow, your brain intelligence is so narrow that you are only asking for 3 footsteps of land. You have come to Bali Maharaj, and after anyone has taken any donation from Bali Maharaj, if he becomes a beggar elsewhere, it is a dishonor to me. You ask whatever you want for your entire lifetime so that you never become a beggar again. Why only 3 steps of land? This is insulting me." Then he says, "You see, I am a Brahmana. Brahmana should not have a lot of greed. If you give me Jambudvipa, the entire earth, my greed will not be finished. I will ask for a bigger one. If you give me that, I will ask for a much bigger one. In this manner, my greed will not be finished. I will only have greed more and more. I just want to sit at one place and perform penance. That's all. I won't have to chant my japa, and for that purpose I need 3 footsteps of land." Then Bali Maharaj says, "Okay, if that is so, at least take the land of 3 steps of my size. You are such a small person, your feet is only this much. 3 steps of your, what will happen? Take my size." No. I want only my size footsteps, 3 steps. All this is being heard by Shukracharya, who is right next to him. Shukracharya is thinking, if anyone is offering something and you say no, there is something fishy. You are asking for 100 rupees and I am giving you 1000 rupees. No, you just give me 100. 100 is enough. That means there is something fishy. So Bali Maharaj Shukracharya thought, "My dear Bali, hold on, don't proceed further. This person is not ordinary Brahmana. He is Vishnu who has come in this small dwarf form. He is going to take away all your property. Entire of your property will be finished in a flash if you give this to this fellow. Don't do it. Then Bali Maharaj says, I have already given him word. And in my dynasty, nobody has broken any word that has been given to the Brahmanas. If any word is given to the Brahmanas and it is broken, then, it is an insult to me and it's not good. And you are telling that he is God. He is Supreme Lord Vishnu. Where can I get a befitting person for donation than him? For giving charity also, you should see a person who is eligible to, receive that charity. You cannot give to anyone and everyone. You give money to some drunkard, he will use it for drinking. So you are actually indirectly promoting him to drink, which means that you have engaged your energy in a sinful activity. Therefore, where will I get such a befitting person for donation? He is the right person for giving donations. And also, my dear Gurudev, you are telling that he is Supreme Lord. Even if I don't give him, he will snatch away everything if he is Supreme Lord. He will snatch away everything. So I shall give him. Shukracharya says, you see, at times, at certain circumstances, telling lie is not incorrect. You give one word and you don't fulfill it. In some occasions, it is not incorrect. It's also said in the scriptures that sometimes you can speak lie. Sometimes you can stay away from your own words. You can just, abscond from doing. It is dharma to protect certain things. If this Brahmana has taken away everything, later someone comes to beg something from you, what can you give? Forget about that. Where will you live? This person is going to snatch away everything. You don't know. He has come in deceitful form. He is going to take away everything of you. If any Brahmana comes to beg anything later, you will not have anything to give. And you will not have any place for you also to stay. Therefore, to protect dharma, to protect wealth, to protect, giving in charity to others, for all this purpose, you can lie. But he says, no, I have already given word, I cannot take a back step. So, when Bali Maharaj was about to take the sankalpa means a promise that is taken, that I shall give in charity. So when he was about to take this sankalpa with the water in the kamandalu, Shukracharya saw, he cursed also. Sree Bhrashta ho, may you become deprived of opulence. Even though disciple, he cursed him, you become deprived of opulence. But still he did not come to his senses, Bali Maharaj, according to Shukracharya. So when he was about to take sankalpa, at that time Shukracharya, still having lot of affection towards the disciple, and also if Bali Maharaj loses everything, where will he get his honorarium? Isn't it? If the disciple loses everything, Guru also will not have anything to eat later. So he entered into the opening of the kamandalu, and to block the water coming out of it. So Bali Maharaj saw that water is not coming, so he took a kusha grass or a sharp edged to poke into the the opening of this kamandalu. And some say that it's not written in Bhagavatam, but according to some, due to this Shukracharya has lost his eye. He became only blind. He can only see with one eye. It is because he tried to stop giving in charity to Supreme Lord. So if we don't give charity to someone in service of Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, it is okay. But if we are stopping someone If you're stopping someone also from giving in service to Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, we may have to lose one eye. Like Shukracharya. So don't do that. At least you have no interest in serving Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, no problem. Don't pollute others' mind. Oh no, don't give too much. It's all wasted. They are spending money uselessly. They are talking about Guru Maharaj Samadhi. They are talking about some other thing, but they are using for uselessly. Don't give. Why so much money is required to construct Guru Maharaj Samadhi? I know there are so many persons who told this. Why so much money is required? They can construct very simple in 1 crore, 2 crores. Why 20 crores, 25 crores? Guru Maharaj is very simple. We can construct a simple temple for him. Why such a big thing? Don't need to give. Some people said this also. But anyway, so Shukracharya lost his eye due to this. And now, as soon as Bali Maharaj take the promise or sankalpa that he is going to give, immediately Vamana became so gigantic, so huge he has become, that entire cosmos was occupied by his body. Small dwarf, and now he is occupying the entire cosmos. 1 feet he has put on the entire lower planets, occupied everything. 1 step he had put on the upper lands up to Satyaloka. Satyaloka, Brahmaji is seeing that, wow, what is this feet coming? Where is this feet coming from? And Brahmaji is seeing that the Lord Vamana's feet is coming to Satyaloka to occupy that. And they offered worship also. They worshipped, Brahmaji worshipped, this is the feet of my object of worship. So, in this manner, with 2 steps only, he has occupied everything, the lower and the upper planets. Bali Maharaj was stunned to see all this. Vamana says, Bali Maharaj, even now your donation is incomplete. You told me 3 steps and only 2 steps finished. Where is my 3rd step? Bali Maharaj is confused what to do. He says that whatever I have, you have already taken everything. What can I give you? The demon saw, oh, our master is being, has been put in such a situation. We shall go and attack. They all came on Vamandev. We will kill this fellow. We'll kill this fellow. But Vamandev did not have to move. He was still standing in that position. Narayani Sena came from him. The army of Narayana came from his body, and they finished all the demons. And Bali Maharaj told the remaining demons, stop. I have given the promise to give in charity, and he has not taken it by himself. I have given in charity. Please don't do it. He stopped. And later, Vamandev through Garuda made the Bali Maharaj do have the Sarpa Pasha, Varuna Pasha, means he was bound so that he cannot move anymore. He cannot, fight. He was bound by Vamandev with the Varuna Pasha. Pasha means bondage, like a rope basically. So, now Bali Maharaj is not in a position to do anything. Vamandev is asking, give me 1 more step. Where can I get my 3rd step? Then Bali Maharaj is in complete fix what to do. His wife Vindhyavali comes and tells, you have given whatever you think that belongs to you, but you have not given yourself yet. You have to give yourself. He thought, yes, such a very wise, advice by my wife. He became very, jubilated to hear this, and he told Vamandev, my dear Lord, please place your 3rd step over my head. Then Vamanadev brings out from his navel the 3rd step, 3rd feet, and then places on the head of Bali Maharaj, and then he was, crushed to the lower planetary worlds. In this manner, Vamandev has taken the entire upper lower planets, everything of Bali Maharaj. But Vamandev was very, very pleased. He told Bali, I am very much pleased. Now ask me what you want. You were a donor, I was a beggar. Now I am the donor, you are a beggar. Please ask me what you want. Bali Maharaj prayed that, my dear Lord, please keep your feet on my head forever. Never ever remove these feet from my head. This is my only prayer to you. He did not ask for the kingdom that he lost, although he could have. Vaman, they would not have, said no. If Bali had asked, you have taken upper, lower planets, everything, just give everything back to me, he would have asked, but he did not ask. He simply asked that, please let your lotus feet be on my head eternally. So in this manner, Bali Maharaj had exemplified in Atma Nivedana, complete shelter to the feet of Supreme Lord. He has exemplified in it. And if through this one can understand, actually, if one has given everything in the service of Supreme Lord, he is never at loss. We think that, oh, if I give this to Supreme Lord, if I give this in the service of Vaishnavas or Gurudev, what will happen? You heard the story of Kusuma Kumari Devi, right? During the times of our Param Gurudev in Bangladesh, he went to preaching and then she, sold her property, her land. She was alone. She sold her property, land, everything, house, to serve our Param Gurudev and other Vaishnavas. Although she had no money, and she took permission from the person to whom she sold that, let my Gurudev and other Vaishnavas stay for 1 week in this house. This house belongs to you only, but let them stay for 1 week. After they go, don't let anyone know that I have done this. After they go, your property will be yours and I will, live beneath the trees. Our Param Gurudev and all the Vaishnavas, they were served in such a manner that even richest person would not serve like that. She served them so opulently, so nicely and so diligently that they were all satisfied. But Param Gurudev was wondering, where did she get money from? Because she was a very, very poor woman. She had no money, very, very poor woman. Where did she get all this from? Upon inquiry, he came to know that this Mataji has sold her property entirely and she was ready to live beneath a tree after Guru Vaishnavas are gone. Param Gurudev asked her, why did you do this? Why did you do like an insane person? This is so insane of you. Then she told, my dear Gurudev, I may not get another opportunity to serve the Vaishnavas. I wanted to make use of this opportunity completely, so that, when I whether I will get or not, whether I will live or not, I don't know. Param Gurudev was so pleased with her. He was crying, he was weeping, seeing, for a woman to do like that, usually they want to be more secured, more safer. But for a woman to be in such a state or to be of such a mentality to give totally in the service of Vaishnava without even thinking where she would live in the future has completely taken Param Gurudev aback. And he told, you don't have to stay here and there. He made her to stay in Yogapith, the Mahaprabhu's birthplace, for the rest of her life. For whatever she has done, she did not lose anything. No, she sold her property, but she got an opportunity to stay in the Dham, Shridham Mayapur, and that too in the place of Mahaprabhu's birth, and in the middle of the Vaishnavas, serving the Vaishnavas. So what the Lord will award in return, nobody knows. But we are always worried, what will happen, what will happen, what will happen. So Bali Maharaj, he was not at loss after he has done this also. And later, it goes on, but it's a lot to speak about Bali Maharaj, but time is up. So later, to Shukracharya, Vamandev says that Your disciple has lost everything. Now he has met with inauspiciousness because he lost all property. Now, if you want to perform yajna properly so that he comes back to auspiciousness or auspiciousness brought upon him, please proceed. You can take the best of the Brahmanas and do it. Then, Shukracharya sings the glories of Supreme Lord. He says that a person who has taken your darshan, a person who has sung your glories, a person who has offered something to you, and the person on whom you have placed your lotus feet, what kind of inauspiciousness can come upon him? He met with the greatest auspiciousness. So in this manner, Srimad Bhagavatam, I think 8th canto talks about the 8th canto, right? Talks about Bali Maharaj's narration. So, and Vamana Dev, today is his Vamana's appearance day. He is the one of the Leela Avataras mentioned by Vedavyasa Muni in Srimad Bhagavatam. He is fifth among the Dashavatara mentioned by Chaitanya Goswami. Today is also the appearance of Jiva Goswami. We heard about the glories of Jiva Goswami yesterday. Okay. Tomorrow is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day. So tomorrow we will hear about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Okay. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari ki jai. परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट होम विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्तिदयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्री विजया महाद्वादशी तिथिवरा की जय। जय श्री श्री भगवान वामन देवेर शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय। श्री श्री जीव गोस्वामी प्रभुर आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय। महाद्वादशी व्रत पालन करी भक्तवृंद की जय। चातुर्मास्य व्रत पालन करी भक्तवृंद की जय। समागत हरि कथा श्रवण करी भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।